Hello! Jake, Grace, Choo Choo, Gek, Bold, Gek. Turn the music down a hair. Oh, cool. You know, I've never wrote a review for Planet Zoo. Well, little Jake, I don't know. I found these really cool little sunshades off the workshop. They are by, let me make sure I say this right. Let me go into Steam Workshop. Brawly Shades by Andal. These look really, really cool. I thought they just... And you know, I did not like rearrange these at all. Like, I mean, of course I spun them a little bit, but what I'm talking about is like, okay, like when you click on it, well, let's just see. What I'm saying is there was a way when I actually brought the blueprint in, I just spun them and they fit perfect right here. So see, this is how the blueprint comes. And check this out. I didn't have to really move anything. I just lowered them a little bit, and it just so happens with the way that the path worked out here, they ended up being out of the way. Is that not awesome? Tick. Leaf, hey yo! Oscar says, Sdanwolf, what is your opinion of the new DLC? I am pumped. I am so stinking excited. Jake says maybe what we need to do is kind of prepare. We could get... See, the only thing, though, Jake, is I don't know if I want to prepare this yet because I want to see if that water is different. So, really, we could buy... You know, I think what we'll do is that first day, we'll get in here and box these guys up and get rid of all this stuff and just see... Look, somebody's out here on the edge of this. And we will see how that water looks. I think it's going to look different than the in-game water we have right now. So that is kind of exciting. This is our little Flamingo Lagoon we've kind of been working on the last couple streams. But what Jake is talking about is I want to use this little bottom area here as like the giant Otter Lagoon. I just think we could make it really cool. Maybe we could like stack them some rocks up here. It's going to be interesting to see if they jump in the water, like if they're up here on a rock, will they jump off into the water kind of like they do in real life? I don't know. We'll just have to see, but all of that's going to be really, really interesting. And look, if you're up here, you'll be able to see, you can look into the Penguin Lagoon from, the Flamingo Lagoon from this side and look down on the river, on the giant river otters from this side. So this whole area is going to be massively different than what it was. Then it started out as like a little playground. I don't even know what, are we playing on our normal time of day? Normally we're like at 13 something. So this is going to be a very, very heavily aquatic area. And then the last stream, this is kind of, we redid the giraffe exhibit here. Kind of taking some of Carlos G's inspiration with the rock work and the secondary fencing. I think this just came out really, really cool. Hey, what's up, Herman? Yep, Oscar, that is definitely what we're going to have to do. We are going to have to do some reforming for sure. Hey, Emily. Thanks, Leaf. I thought you guys would like this Giraffe Valley here. I mean, you can see, you get really good view of them coming up through this whole path. And then when you reach the top of it, we have a little extended overlook here. So I mean, you can see this just incredible views you get of our little gang here. And then they have a lot more room to run. Yeah, Oscar, this was a Carlos G idea. Well, I first noticed him use it. But it's like kind of like a little bit of a deterrent to keep the giraffes like away from the first set of fencing, because you know obviously like they wouldn't want to step on this and their hooves, and so I just thought it looked really, really cool. Even if it doesn't really stop them, it just looks cool. It looks believable. Jonas is like, give me otters now. So yeah, this is Giraffe Valley, kind of sloping down through. I was telling some people too, it looks like the path is like a big giraffe head, like a giraffe neck, and here's the little head. Yes, Emily, I think we will definitely have to add the dwarf caiman. And then Oscar says, rocks put one in one set. Well, what I do is this is the Templestone support beam. And so that's what it looks like all together. And then it's up to you to kind of sync them and turn them. Like if you were going to do this, like this is what I typically do. Kind of sync them and then I rotate them. Kind of just, you know, on wherever you need to block them. And so you can get a good little area done in a quick amount of time. Yeah, Leaf, I do not use this path much, but I just thought it looked really, really cool kind of coming down through here, and it's just that almost like a, what do they call it, like a terracotta almost. Just I like how they all just fit together. And really another reason I like this path is for the fencing. Like, isn't that a nice, like, sleek, modern type of fencing, mixing in the metal with the with the wood. Hey, race car, what's up, buddy? Oh, let me show you something else you guys have not seen. I started messing around with this when I was waiting for Drew to start the stream a couple days ago. Check this out. I found a tiger temple on the workshop like a month or two ago, and I actually even featured it, and I've brought it into Suyana. So I've still got a lot of work to do on it, but it's like the tigers are actually gonna have their own little temple now that you come and watch them through. So they still have, you still have the outdoor section and the glass and all that, but yes, Suyana has a tiger temple now. How cool would that look like if you're making your way past, like, you just checked out the meerkats and you're making your way down through here and you're like, what the, oh, look at that huge temple that would kind of like just draw you back here. So, yes. Hey, Silver Fox. Let's see. The Hobbit 94 said, I really wish we could get the path barriers as actual like fence pieces. I know, like if like this has quickly become my favorite one. That would be cool if we could pull that off. But yeah, I'm just loving that little temple. And it actually, let me see. Let me make sure I give a proper shout out. That temple, you can pick it up. Let me see if I can find this character. Where is it? My blueprint collection is getting pretty extensive, isn't it? I feel like I'm slightly overlooking it. Tiger Temple. I don't even think the creator oh, here it is. Basically, enclosure entrance. And this is by Remora 28's. So this is Remora 28's enclosure entrance. You can pick up right now, and I have found, I think, a really, really cool use for it. Yeah, Jonty and Drew will probably be placing a lot of underwater underwater feeders because they want to go full on aquarium. My biggest thing first is I want to try out the otters. And like I said, I think I want them to go right here. Now, Silver Fox is thinking that aviaries and birds will come, but he doesn't think until August of next year. So we will see. Oh yeah, also when I was waiting for Drew, I put a little cover right here just to kind of give the people some shade that are waiting for the rock climbing wall. So I thought that added a little bit of pop right here. Don't you wish that the people could actually use the rock climbing wall? Oh no, remember Leaf, the take 2 is with Paul is on Sunday. Remember, don't forget, Sunday at 3 o'clock, me and Drew and Paulsley will do a take 2 and talk all of the Planet Zoo mischief before the pack drops. I don't really know what we should work on tonight. I know a lot of poo is building up in the Indian elephant exhibit. I've already said a lot about it, but all the fake looking stuff, like the new rock logs, are everything I wish for. Yep. Otters will most likely be my first animal from this pack, Race Car says. Me as well. If you guys didn't get to catch it last time, here is where our little ranger station found a home. Ended up fitting perfect right here in Suyana. How are people handling COVID? I am in Toronto and we are currently in lockdown number 2. We're not in lockdown right now, but too, you have to remember we are so rural here. Like our case count right now in the county that I live in is 75 people. So, you know, it's a little different for us. I'm just not really near any, like, you know, big city. Like, you know, Knoxville is an hour away. Charlotte is 2 or 3 hours away. So those places in Nashville is having a little bit rougher time than us. So yeah, right now I just live in a fortunate part of the world where there are not a lot of people to spread it, really. You know, like I said, there's 75 cases right now, and like 20 of those are requiring hospitalization. So, you know, we're all just kind of trying to just keep to ourselves here and trying to weather this out. But we've been pretty fortunate. Yeah, so like Jake said, I think we will hold off on this. We will not evict our little anteaters just yet. Oh yeah, Bold is way up in Alberta. You guys just have to try to hang in there, keep your distance, wash your hands, take your mask with you. Of course, Bold, you stay out actually on your farm a lot though, don't you? So you're not really messing around too much in town unless you have to, I believe, right? Sdanwolf, do you remember your first Planet Zoo, probably before Pine Creek, you made implied special guest encounter spots? Yeah, I actually brought those here. If you go over to the floating mountains, this was one of my wishes for the game. Are you talking about these little adventure club spots where like the little kids would run up and they would get a clue or like a worksheet, and they would have to like go out into the zoo and like figure out what like the orangutans eat, and then, you know, they would bring it to the next one to get their next clue. Yeah, I've got those kind of dotted out, like right here I've got another one here at the entrance of the Flamingo. So I've got another one right here. Yeah, those are fun, just kind of little, you know, I know they're unusable, but it's still like a fun little backstory. I would like that Planet Zoo have black and white rhinos. Yeah, I know, we need some rhinos. Ohio is under a curfew until December 10th, and our governor has been presented 12 articles of impeachment. Oh, great! They've got, you're rolling along, race car. Hey, Cybers, glad you could stop by. I know we're back to our late during the week streams, but you got to stop by for a little bit. I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe Silver Fox or maybe Cyberus mentioned it during one of the more recent streams. I'm interested to see as far as the educators throwing the food. It's going to be really cool to see if they throw the fish into the water, like to the seals and the penguins and stuff, or if that is not really going to happen. There's a lot of what ifs still kind of surrounding a lot of that stuff. Claire is lurking out there in the shadows. Of course, it is like 12:30 a.m. where Claire's at, so sorry, Claire. I'm excited for the educators too. That is going to be freaking cool. Man, guys, I kind of jumped in here with you, but I have not formulated a plan for this evening. You know, I really need to kind of get a lion deal figured out here, you know? Haven't I been slumping on the lions here lately? I've kind of got a little idea where the lions could actually go underneath this, but we'll try to make it like halfway believable safe. Let's just see if we can get something rolling with our lions this evening. Hey, Amalia. Oh, yeah, Race Car, I'll have to see. What did Race Car... Have you sent me a screenshot yet? Oh, wait a minute. I think I just got it. Ha! Race Car is thinking about giving Planet Zoo a go. Hey, you know me. I'm all about some Planet Zoo. A lot of people have been messaging me. They're like, dude, this aquatic pack was like made for you. Everybody's sending me messages saying, oh, I can't wait to see what you try to do with this. I'm hoping you guys are right. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to make something happen. Yeah, Bold, I'm a little bit in that camp too. I don't want to start like a bunch of scenery, type theming options until I see like what these 170 or so pieces, like what are they bringing to the table for me to use? So obviously we're going to try to put the lions on a different plane here from what most people will, like from where the actual walking guests are. But I don't want to make it like insanely deep. Let's see, LD said, man, it's good to be back with this game. Yep, LD, it is definitely time. You have picked a good time to wander back into this. Poison Blade's here. Poison Blade has had a busy day. Grinding out some new fantasy. Ah, yes, I do have an implied beaver exhibit in Pine Creek. That was like Pine Creek's first exhibit, I believe. Leaf says, I wish we just got beavers, man. Those would have been my go-to boys right there. Well, it's like Silver Fox said, maybe, possibly. If we're looking at a North American pack eventually. Especially now that we know that they are willing to go the aquatic route or the semi-aquatic route, Yes, Poison Blade is celebrating, I believe, his second YouTube content creator anniversary today. So 2 years of a lot of hard work and awesomeness. Boys, I didn't enjoy some beers. There's Warble You guys can't, you're not going to be able to knock my like lion safety security too much, because have you guys seen, like, I think it's like at the Brooklyn Zoo, like a woman, like maybe even like, you know, 7 or 8 months ago, like was standing there face to face with their male lion, and like they had to stop her from jumping over into the exhibit. Like, I think we're going to be okay here. We are not going to see any of my little people get eaten by lions, hopefully. Hopefully. But I kind of want to give a good, you know, cool little lion type presentation over here. Yes, William, we must add the rocks. They prefer blood pumpkins to humans. There we go. Let's just remove that support, though. There we go. They hopefully will use this and kind of pass back and forth. You know? Whoop. Let's see, Beezer thinks the next pack will be the Southeast Asia pack with Sun Bear, Malayan Tapir, Gaur, Malayan Tiger, and the exhibit animal is the Asian Water Monitor. Could be. Bold says, lions are so scary to me. Since I was at Kruger and we were looking at zebra and then the lioness flicked her ear and it made me notice her. She was like 5 feet from the car and I didn't even see her. Yes, that is creepy. You can imagine just like finding out you're being like stalked by one of them. You know, Gregory, I've seen screenshots of Leo Museum and it looks awesome. Leo Museum's creations. I don't think I've seen an actual series. Do they? Is there a series on it? I feel like I've only seen screenshots like on Twitter of Leo Museum's work. I gotta find my grass here. You all know what grass I'm turning to. I love it. Okay, have they taken my grass from me now? Come on. That's not it. Where is my grass? I know I should favorite it, but I just don't think of it. Like when I'm in the moment kind of designing. Well, what in the world? I guess let's go. Let me run over here real. Well, let me run right here real quick and take it. Weird. I did not see that in there anywhere. Kind of use these little spiky kind of bushes too to you know, maybe kind of deter the lions from, you know, messing around this, trying to climb up. Bold said, I'll take any horses, Geck. And you know, I could use this as a good outline, but probably, I wonder if I should change out the actual rock color, or let's just see. So see, that is going to look better because the lions, they can make their way under the path up this hill and then kind of see how we could have a really, really level eye view of the lions kind of while they're up here and you're walking by. I think that would work. I think that is kind of what we were missing over the weekend. I think this is going to look a lot better. And then, of course, they're going to have space over here as well. Only thing is, to keep them from jumping across, might go ahead and take that particular rock out. But any kind of adjustments or anything we need to do, you know, we'll make happen. Yeah, guys, I think this is the route we need to go tonight. Let's just try to get our lions rehomed. And I think a little better spot over here than what I had going on before. You know? Yeah, Bold like actually trains horses and people, and it's like a big deal in her life. Really cool stuff. Horses are intimidating. Like they're intimidating. This is going to be a good show point right here because you come out of the market area. So this is basically like what's going to be the lion presentation. So you're coming here through the shops and stuff, and once you get to the lion, you know, type ridge over here, so you're presented with the really cool fountain fixture, really wide open, could accommodate a lot of people. And then you make your way out here and, you know, there's going to be lions essentially on both sides of you. So I think this is going to come out cool. Micah, well, hello there. Glad you could join us this evening. I can't believe you guys hang out here with me like while we're just watching me place bushes and rocks. You guys are as big a nerd as I am. I don't even really have a lot of time to catch a lot of streams because, like, normally when all of you guys stream, I'm at work during the day. So, I mean, I can watch, but I can't have my sound on. Yeah, I'm usually a little bit left out on everybody's streams. Sorry. Actually, you know those tan rocks mixed in with the gray? They don't actually look that bad. Let's see. Racecar said, I'm trying to think of what new game mechanics Frontier could bring to the game after this aquatic DLC. It would be nice to see petting zoos, birds, and burrowing animals. Yeah, it's Bluefin has talked about burrowing. That feature is, I think it was Bluefin or one of them thinking that that's probably what's holding back meerkats in particular. That may be giving them trouble. How, you know, the burrowing mechanic that would, you know, essentially be required for us to have believable, you know, meerkat animations in the game. Micah says, will you ever do a 6-hour stream like Drew? Oh, you never know. If I catch a good Saturday, especially with winter here now, and like, you know, we're like all kind of stuck inside, I could see a big long stream. Actually, I may do that on Friday the 10th once we start our little cyberpunk streaming series. I definitely don't see, we can't do cyberpunk in little hour or hour and a half chunks, kind of like we do with Zoo here, because, you know, we can get a pretty good bit done in an hour and 40 minutes with Planet Zoo, but with cyberpunk, that's, you know, that's going to take some time. So those may be longer type weekend streams. You know, I said in the podcast last night, the only thing, though, that's kind of going to mess me up with Cyberpunk's, with the whole release and all that of Cyberpunk is, it's like 2 days after the new Planet Zoo DLC comes out. So we're definitely going to have to juggle, you know, those two titles. Jonas is like, I'm not feeling the cyberpunk vibe necessarily. I've had a couple people tell me that. I am definitely interested in it and just kind of jumping in and seeing what it's all about and see if it pulls. You know, it may not pull us in. We might get in there and be like, yeah, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Do I think they'll ever bring in the walrus? Could be. I'd say so. I'd say, like we said, we really can't rule out any type of, you know, aquatic species really now that we know that, you know, that's what I was saying on the podcast. Now that we know it's possible, we can't really count anything out because they've done it. They're going to do it. You know, so we are in interesting times in Planet Zoo land. Let's hope they can traverse that. Start a petition for platypus. That'd be cool. Okay, and I will cut off the lions. Let's see. We will cut them off like here-ish. Down, down, down. You know, I have not tried franchise Beezer. I've just been strictly sandbox. Strictly sandbox. I'm just a sandbox nerd. Spring update. So December, so January, February, March, end of March, maybe beginning of April. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of people, now that we're getting penguins and, you know, semi-aquatic animals, a lot of people have pivoted to the bird want, of course. So that has kind of shifted the attention of the community, you know, kind of over to birds. So it'll be interesting, you know, pretty interesting. I think you guys have to agree. And that's what I said in the podcast last night. Man, where do they go from here? Like, you know, all of this hype and just all of this awesomeness that's going on right now, getting all of us all worked up. What do they do next to keep from like having a sputtering burnout like little DLC, you know? Like they have to kind of keep bringing it at this point. Oh no, Jonas, I haven't got to see that yet actually in person, but the screenshots that I saw you take look awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get that subscribed and check out your Tiger Passage. And a lot of people are excited about the Sun Bear. You guys have been hyped about that I've probably seen the sun bear mentioned almost more than any other animal. And hopefully the lions will still jump up and try to use this. Hey, Savannah, what's up, buddy? Beyond Drew was telling me we may even have Savannah on a podcast coming up soon. We've got Paulsley lined up for Sunday at 3 o'clock. That should be fun. Get that little dork in here and see what he has to say. We're like just, Drew and I are just becoming the little anchors of the Planet Zoo world, aren't we? With these little podcasts and these chats. Oh yeah, we got to get Savannah on. That is a no-brainer. That's what Drew was like. You want what? Like we were kind of going over, and it was Drew's idea to kind of like start adding people and seeing if people want to come on. And he's like, "Oh, what about Simply Savannah?" And I'm like, yes, please." I know, Jonas. We had talked about we need to like actually put it on like podcast format somewhere. Just so you guys like aren't wasting all your your data like actually having to watch a YouTube video. So maybe like I was telling him, if we're gonna take this more serious and really do like more podcasts, we need to be thinking of like getting it on iTunes or Spotify and stuff like that if we can. That would be fun. Oh yeah, Beezer. I think Drew may have already reached out to both of them, and Iben as well. You and Drew are the new Mike and John. Yeah, just less talent. No, I think Mike is, or not. Excuse me, not Mike. John is interested. Mass Bandit is interested in the aquatic pack, so I think he may actually be dropping some Planet Zoo content again here in the very near future. I mean, like I said, I was telling them yesterday, it's a pretty big deal when like Mike, John T, when those guys are kind of when something like this piques their interest, guys that really haven't touched the game in a while, you have an interesting pack about to happen. Because everybody, like, had not even, like, and Race Car actually downloading the game again. It's piqued a lot of interest. So this is, yeah, it's going to be fun. Oh yeah, this was for the lions earlier. This was for their old habitat. Kind of get this out here to kind of draw them out to people's attention. Some of their water, and we will get this out of here and get this little broken Himalayan moved, maybe like a little scratching post, scratching log. Oh, yeah, Claire, you're right. We should get her on too. The only thing about it is, though, like, you know, you think getting Shantae on is would be really juicy and like, oh, here we go. Now we're gonna get some answers and this is gonna be awesome. But typically their hands are so tied on what they're allowed to say. It would probably be just kind of like an hour of us hanging out with her, asking about the pitfalls of community management. And it would be incredibly fun, don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of people would show up with kind of like misconstrued expectations, like, oh, they got Shantae on, what are they going to ask her? And then they get there and they're like, you know, she can't really say anything. But yeah, Drew's mentioned her as well. And I think she even said in the last Twitter thing that we had that she had messaged us on, she would definitely come on. We were supposed to have her and Bo on a Take Two podcast before Bo left for Guerrilla Games. Like, we still had the notes and all that. But then she moved on, and it didn't materialize. Yeah, I don't think Bo would probably. I think she's kind of moved past all this. I doubt we could get her on anymore. But you never know. I'm just thinking probably not. My gosh, that tree just compliments every single entity you put it near, does it not? Like, that tree just has such grace and presence when you go to put it down. That is just killer. Now the PK devs, I could see Drew and I possibly making that happen, because we know Mr. Goose, their PR guy, he watches our live streams, because sometimes he comments he'll comment afterwards, and he'll tell us, he'll fill us in on information that we may have questioned, or you know, a lot of that stuff. So yeah, that dude's pretty cool. He even told us last time remember how Drew and I were going on about the solar things looking like incredibly similar to Planet Zoo's, and he was just straight up with us. He's like, that is normal in the real world. He's like, it's not that we're copying Planet Zoo. He's just like, that is how they look in the real world. So we're basing it off that. And he's just like, you know, if Planet Zoo's doing it right and we're doing it right, there's bound to be some overlap. So, you know, Drew was kind of like, we're just kind of giving you a hard time. You know, we don't think you mean anything nefarious by it, but you know, we had a good chuckle that, like, you know, the little turbine things looked exactly like zoos. That was interesting. And what I'll do here is I'm going to give us another little rock face over here, but we're going to change up the design of it a little bit. Still want places for them to hang out, but we don't want it to be like a carbon copy of the right-hand side. What we may even do is make this just a full-on cave, and we'll extend it a little bit and see if we can make it to where they'll actually come up and use it. That'll be cool. They use it on the other side fairly frequently. So what we'll do is let's get those out of here a moment. Let's get this raised. back into our cave. Might want to raise this up just a little more so people can see them when they get up here and actually like lay down. Just kind of remember you have to slope it enough for them to where the habitat actually picks it up and it lets them climb up here, you know. Smooth this sucker out. Micah says, I think I'm more excited about PK than I was PZ. Yeah, a lot of people are anxious to give Prehistoric Kingdom a try. I like I said, I reached out to them and just in a Twitter DM, and they've got me on the PR list. So hopefully, hopefully I'll get in on that. Maybe get some early access when they get ready to really make that happen. You know, like when they have it playable and ready to go. Ah, that made it worse. Yeah, Louise says, JWE kind of killed my hype for Dino games, but seeing how it's getting shaped up, I'm starting to get some hype. Yep. Yeah, Savannah, I think the Prehistoric Kingdom is going to be hot and heavy on our channels for sure. It's such a good kind of crossover for like the audiences that we've built up, and it is going to be right up their alley, I think, as far as the build, the piece by piece goes. And Race car's like, patiently wait for Planko 2. Yeah, and it's like Micah said, there was this one time that I didn't get a key for Jurassic World Evolution. That was kind of weird. I mean, I wasn't too terribly upset, but it just a little strange. Oh yeah, Planko 2 drops. That is going to drop the hype hammer. If I can, I always like to accompany the rock work with foliage kind of bumped up against it. I think it just gives it more dimension. Just the texture, the contrast in texture. I think it just makes it look cooler when you have that pop of grass and rock. Bold said, I think it needs to be in your bio. Oh my God, Bold, do not tempt me. I will put that in my Twitter bio like as soon as we're done here. Oh, I would love to see Planet Zoo sharks. Now that I really would die. Like, you all would not be seeing Sdan around anymore. There would be no more streams. I would be deceased. Let's see. Silver Fox says, Best in Slot mentioned on his quick take of Aquatic Pack that we will be getting new waterfall mechanic. Yes, I did see that. Some kind of cascading mechanic, I believe, in the form of VFX, I want to say. And that, you guys know me, I am the waterfall dude. I am very, very interested to see what kind of effect that's going to have on the waterfalls and what we're actually going to be able to make happen with that. But, another big thing for me, too, is that nobody's really given me a definitive answer on is the FlexiColor rocks as well, remember? Like, we still do not... Nobody's really been able to give me confirmation on that. If we're just seeing things or, like, that's really going to happen. This little lion paddock is coming out pretty stinking cool, isn't it? And one could argue that you could split this up to different animals, but I think like coming back here, just having like this big, this big type of like, lion sanctuary back here, this is going to be cool. Ah, floating blood lure. We will fix that. Oops, maybe not. Oh, yes, we will. Got a little cave back here too. They may still have enough room to pass here. We shall see. That's really cool that Parkitect has figured out how to do multiplayer, like up to 8 people at one time. That's awesome. There we go, a little bit of a lion cave on that side as well. Much. Give him a little bit of water over here, maybe. Well, you know, they don't really need a pond necessarily. Let me see real quick all of what they enjoy. We're looking for West, aren't we? West African? Yes. Okay, we got the sacks, scratching post, sprinkler, rubbing pad, blood scent marker. Hey, King Terra. Glad you could make it. Basic builders here. Guys, if you are just joining in, we have started the West African lion exhibit over here. It's kind of like both sides, so they can kind of traverse underneath the path and then come over here to this side, hang out, or they can hang out over here. So this is kind of where you will end up at the end once you make your way through the market area. Even though they would totally use this tree to climb out of the exhibit, I just think they look really, really cool. See you, Savannah. Oh, let's see. Jonas wants some Zoo Tycoon music. Let's see. Got Zoo Tycoon 2. Ha! How's that? Micah says, is Zoo Tycoon copyrighted? I don't know, it could be. It could be. That's alright though. Just this once. Race car said demonetized. I'll let y'all know tomorrow, or if somebody does claim it. Be interesting. Somebody has claimed the Zoo Tycoon 2 music. Man, we've got a lot done in an hour and 15 minutes, haven't we? Like I said, I'll report it if nobody else will. Hopefully our little lion pride will be happy over here. That's what we're after, right? Race car has successfully loaded up PZ. Well, you never know. I may get into some aquarium action. Just depends. Depends on what I find and what I think I can make work. Bluefin said, so many people use this song in their ZT2 videos, I've grown to hate it. So I don't even remember some of these songs. Can I ask a question without anyone getting mad at me? What happened between @Sdanwolf and Rudy? I'm more than happy to meet you as part of the job I do for a living. I don't, really, with that whole situation, Rudy kind of just caught me in it was weird. Like, I could have easily just laughed off what he said, but it just caught me in a weird mood, and I took it personal, and it was really not that big of a deal at all. But just sometimes, if you guys don't have a YouTube channel, you don't know how sometimes certain comments can, like, I don't know, it just triggers you. And Rudy, he even told me, like, later on in that thread, he's like, dude, I am not meaning it how I did not mean that how you're taking it. But yeah, it was dumb. It was like, he was just kind of upset that that I had made a speculation video about what we had seen on the Steam database, as far as what it essentially ended up being the Planet Zoo soundtrack. We were just thinking like a new DLC was coming, and I think he kind of come in and commented like super passive aggressive, just said I was stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about and I shouldn't be getting, he said, this is stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, you're getting people hyped up, and you shouldn't be hyping up people about this that maybe don't know any better, and they're gonna think that a new DLC's coming just because you're telling them there are. And it wasn't anything like that. It was more so we had noticed a new DLC had popped up in the little block in the Steam database, and it was just I don't know. Like I said, I think I took it a little too personal, and he shouldn't have kind of come at me like that, just out in the open in a public comment. And so, yeah, me and him kind of had a falling out. It was over that. It was just over a speculation video. So really stupid, but, things like that happen. There's no ill will towards him, or like, I don't even hardly even think about it now. So, it was just one of those misunderstandings. It just got taken pretty far. Like I pretty much unfollowed him and a bunch of them, and that's about the extent of it though. We just unfollowed each other on Twitter. Real serious stuff. But, yeah, that's it. Appreciate it, Silver Fox. Oh god, race car crashed before he even got to the main menu. Leaf said, a classic German-American misunderstanding. You know, there is really no better explanation than that. It's just, it seems like it happens with me and Germans. There really is sometimes a language disconnect, or like, you know, a brashness that sometimes I forget. And I just really can sometimes take stuff personal, and sometimes the German English thing can just the wording sometimes of German people's English, because that's not their first language, and they, you know, it's just sometimes the way that they communicate stuff in English sounds incredibly more harsh than they would ever intend it to mean. But they're typing in a second or third language, and a lot of times I forget that. But yeah, it's just cultural. So that probably led to that falling out as well. Just the cultural, what sounded okay to him, it was really kind of just dug at me. So, but yeah, we just kind of went on to do our own things. And we will bend that back off that way, because this is essentially going to end the lion exhibit. Oh, Silver Fox, yeah, we're not even really, you don't have to be a content creator. We're just looking, we just more specifically just look for like interesting individuals that we think can contribute to the podcast in a meaningful, fun way. Yeah, you don't even have to be a YouTuber or anything. If you're interested in being on the podcast, just reach out to Drew. He's kind of handling the reaching out to people and the scheduling. So yeah, it's one of those type of deals. Yeah, any of you guys are welcome to, if you are not microphone shy, you're more than welcome to come join us. We just usually limit it to 3, because if you get more than 3 people, you can tend to talk over one another a little too much. So yeah, we do limit it to 3, but yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, no problem, race car. That was fun. I'm glad we had you there, because you're just so much more steeped in the mod happenings than me. You were really able to help us drive that conversation good. And I know I've kept you guys here for like an hour and a half. I promise we're going to get the lions over here soon. I just kind of want to get some more of this theming done. And then we'll kind of work on introducing our little family. Yeah, Joe, we're going to go with let's hope not. Oh, Spicy Beans is back. Spicy Beans, did you enjoy the podcast last night, or did you get a chance to stop by for a little bit? What'd you guys think of that podcast with Jonty? That was pretty fun, wasn't it? I had fun. Yeah, in real life, yes. The lions, they, they would totally be... this would not hold them long, would it? Yes, and one good point that Bluefin mentions is we still need, and I think we can do it right over here, we have to remember the keeper barrier. We can do it a little inconspicuous over here out of the way. And we'll hide this, get this all nice and hid. I'll leave that like that for now. So real quick, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get the barrier set up. I'm gonna go with null. And the door may be able to even be hidden behind the rocks over there, so that'll be cool. I kind of want to block, we don't want them hiding back here, so maybe what I'll do is I'll try to get that blocked off to where they won't come back here. Because lions, it's just like everything else, they like this game, the animals want to like hang out in the one spot where, you know, nobody can see them. And we'll have the cave blocked off too. Okay. Got the door in there. Okay, he should still be able to throw the lions in here and come in and feed, hopefully. Okay, those rocks should be enough out of the way for everybody to get in here. The keeper should be able to throw the lions in. I think all our lions are in quarantine right now. Whoops. The track, what was that playing before the current song? Let's see. I don't know. It doesn't actually say. Do you know the Zoo Tycoon 2 soundtrack is 30 minutes long. Exactly 30 minutes and 1 second. Isn't it crazy we can hear the birds in this game, but we don't actually have birds? Oh, Robdo! Okay, they shouldn't be able to escape from the back of that. This is kind of pointless now. Spicy Bean says, it's legally bullying that we don't have birds right now. Yeah, you know, it's kind of like Bluefin said, though, too. The back of this could end up being the budding of another exhibit. I didn't think of that. That may work, too. By golly. Good thinking. I will definitely keep that in the back of my mind. I got these little guys over here. We need to move them back into the paddock. Nope, I didn't move them. I just copied them. That was dumb. Yeah, Rob, you know me. I am pretty pumped. I am ready for some aquatic action in our lives. So my biggest thing here is if Bluefin may have us messed up with the lions not being able to make it under the bridge, I may have to make that a little deeper. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and get them. So the bones, like the ideas here. I think this looks a lot better than what we had originally envisioned. And see how it really just has a nice presence to the area over here. Like you definitely know some major animal is happening in this area. Hey, thank you, Herman. I asked on Monday about Planet Zoo saying the announcement of the update could mean the game becomes the successor to Zoo Tycoon now that they've announced Aquatic Pack. What do you think now? Could be. Could definitely be. Like I said, I've been saying it since the announcement that what excites me the most about the Aquatic Pack is the doors that it opens for future development of, you know, marine animals and, you know, it's like really if they can pull this off and we all get in here and like it and accept it and it's what we think it's going to be, then yeah, the sky's the limit for us. But yeah, that's what has me most excited. Just the possibilities that what this is going to open up. Okay, we got their water, and then, well, their food. I guess he would... I really don't like the little pinata stuff and all that out here. I'm just going to leave it. Okay, let's go... Are the lions still... Okay, so they're just still boxed up. Uh-oh, do I not have this connected? No, I do not. Okay. So the giraffes are going to have some new neighbors. Huh, I wonder why it is not letting me home them over here. I have to have something off. Definitely do not want to home them with the giraffes. Fix incomplete. Okay, I thought though that I thought we were good. Is this not happening like I'm thinking it's happening? Is that not connected? Okay, we definitely know that is connected now. And that is one piece. Incomplete. Okay, is it not touching right here then? Okay, I think I just did it. There we go. This piece from the path to that was not connected. Sorry. You know what I may do is leave this as concrete, like leave these pieces as concrete, because that actually looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Almost looks a little more like a barrier, like keep the lions in, you know? Even though no lions would be kept in with this. Okay, so let's move Subira. Let's see if it will let us move her to the new habitat. Yes. So we got Subira moving. We've got Nahanda. You get to go to your new home. Titileo. We will move her. So there's 3. Is this the big boy? Ulufimi. And we will get him moved over here with the ladies. And let's see how they like it. I think that was all that was over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I think that was all that's left. Okay, let's see how quick they get over here, though. Guess it would help if I hit play. Sorry. Okay, there goes the big boy. Coming in to get the girlies. Got 1 left. Somebody should swoop by real quick to grab her. Ooh, you know what we could do now that I'm kind of looking at this and the lion habitat is essentially gone? I could extend the elephant habitat over into this to, like, you know, go on. There's a geekism string. Ah, it's Jonty playing the original Zoo Tycoon from September 16th, 2019. Where it all began. Sorry, Jonty, old boy. I thought Jonty had come into my Discord or something. Hello, you. Let's do you, me, and other animals. Jaunty! But yeah, anyways, what I was saying is I could... Wow, that's a little loud. I was saying I could do another underpass for the elephants, and I could really clean this whole area up like I wanted to and make it more like Giraffe Valley, you know? I think these guys are a lot happier in here. Ooh, here we go. Yes, another long habitat. Okay, you're right. Let's pause this a second. Let's take a look. Okay, yes, we have some escape points. Quite a few escape points. So they can get up on top of their cave over here, and they can jump up here. So we need to make some of this higher, or they are absolutely going to jump out on us. They do have a path under the bridge here, so that's good. They can get up, they'll have to jump right there, but they can get up on both of their, like, den areas. All right, let's just try to, we will try to stack these a little higher. See if I can make this work. Just put some spike walls in. Works every time. This could be a good opportunity to mix some of this, some of the gray rock too. That ended up looking pretty cool. We will try to naturally barricade them in. And it was saying too, it was going to let them jump up on this piece as well, I believe. So let's try to make that a little taller. Because these guys can jump in real life and in the game. Try to block this little hole right here from them getting in through there. Okay, and we got their nice little cozy cave there, so hopefully they won't go out through the back of that. Yeah, I could do some electric fence too. Never use less rocks. True. True, true. Alright, let's see if I've done any better job containing them, or, you know, I hate to say it, but they could be... Could they be using that tree? So I'm wondering if... So it's letting them jump to there. I'm wondering if that's kind of ending up being the problem. Or they're using... I'll tell you what, let's just for giggles... Oh, you're right, maybe unpause would help. So we can recalculate. Hoping it's not that tree. Ah, there we go. Good suggestion, Bluefin. That is exactly why I keep you around. So now do we look good? They can pretty much traverse everywhere we'd want them to traverse and hang out at all site levels. And it's going to let them get up on this if they jump but not let them out. That's interesting. Okay, so let's just get out of here, unpause, and watch them play around here a little bit. See where they go. He's going to lay down right at the water. I think they are going to like this a lot better. They're so stinking cool. There's old Drew. Look, Drew, in an hour and 50 minutes, we have created the new lion sanctuary. So the lions have moved on up in the world. It's-a me. And here's our third one. She's just popped in. They're running. This would be an awesome lion enclosure. If I was at a zoo, I would love this. Yes. Oh, great. Drew's new glasses prescription. They're making him 2 to 3 weeks away. Not good. Drew, you're not going to be able to see, and all of this new stuff you've been waiting for is coming out. Oh yeah, let me show you this too, Herman. Okay, so obviously this is the new lion habitat. So you see we've got this new, big, brand new paddock out here. And this is where they came from. So we have definitely, I think, upgraded their lifestyle. We've upgraded their surroundings. This is like quickly becoming one of my favorite views in the whole zoo. When I just come down here and look down this little valley. That is just awesome. But yes, the giraffes have some new neighbors now. Drew, the lions have moved in. Have any of them went under yet? Nope. Oh, she may try. There she goes. Yes. Well, she went back, but at least we know she can get up here now. Micah's saying secondary fences. My only issue is with not designing those like early on. I don't think I could make it look right. But as long, we know now they can't escape, so I think it'll be okay. Like, we'll forego a little bit of that realism. You know what we could do, though? We could bring in some temple fencing right there. And then maybe put a little something on top of it. Just to give the illusion that, there's a little bit of an extra barrier. To kind of keep everybody back. Or maybe keep that bank up. Westworld Season 2. Oh yeah, Drew, is it 18 and up for the podcast, or how'd you decide to do that? I believe Drew said it was 18 and older. You know what would be cool if I could make like this almost look like a custom bridge. Maybe we'll do that in the next stream. Because I think we could make this look better if I'd add some wood and... Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. Yep, okay, 13. Anyone under has to get on out of here. yeah, Drew. Drew lying to YouTube. You all, have we not completely just transformed this whole leg of the park? Like, this was not like this 2 weeks ago. But yeah, guys, thank you all. This has been a pretty stinking productive 2 hours. There's no way you all can deny that. We have gotten quite a bit done. Yeah, Drew, this was all blank 2 hours ago, except for the fountain and our little planter here. Hey, she went up there. I'll have to get a good screenshot of that before she lays down or runs off. Screenshot time. Whoops. I usually place a tree in that time and think about my life choices. Yeah, Drew, not everyone needs 2 lifetimes to make a habitat. This will be a good screenshot here for... Get the tree and everything. Screenshot time. Got that one. That's a good shot. The lions are just so unbelievably close right here, though. Like, they absolutely would be mauling somebody to death right here. But hey, it says I mean, we're good. They cannot get out or get to people. And I may have messed them up with this piece right here. I think I'm going to have to take that piece out. Yep. Can't go that close with that piece. Not going to work. Where am I putting the new animals at? Well, I'm thinking the otters are going to go right here. This is like going to be prime time giant otter territory. The seals? I don't know. Suyana's not really a a seal type place. It's a dwarf caiman type place. I definitely could come up with some kind of penguin habitat, maybe. Seals, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to, you guys will have to give me some seal inspiration. Yeah, caimans, they'll work great. You know, the only thing though, Drew, when I get that new... Oh, Drew, look, I didn't show you. I found this like tiger temple on the workshop. Check this out. Doesn't that look awesome back through there? So now, like when you're making your way to the tigers, we've got like an indoor temple type deal now. Isn't that cool? Found that from Romera 28's workshop. And it just kind of like towers over this whole area, like this whole little village area. And that's like the sacred temple, like, you know, off in the background. I thought it fit perfect for Suyana. Oh, but anyways, squirrel. I was thinking where are we at here? I was thinking the dwarf caiman may be better suited for our smaller lagoon right here. And let me try to recreate a larger saltwater crocodile exhibit with maybe the new water, if we get new water. So the dwarf caiman, they may find a new home right here, and we will get the crocodiles a much larger space. We still got to work on the Jeep tour too. We have got a ton of work to do in Suyana. Got to get this going. This area right here just looks so much better with the hotel gone. And this with the playground gone. Really kind of calm and relaxing over here. Just kind of if you just sit and listen to the waterfall. Found these on the workshop too, Drew, these big sunshades. Look at the zebra out here taking a swim. Get back here, buddy. He's just enjoying life. They're all like, what's he doing? These two are like on the same animation cycle or something. It's like I'm using duct tapes, or not duct tape, but dead-eye ducks, giraffes in Planet Coaster. But yeah, guys, this was fun. This is where I will bid you au revoir. I bid you good day, sir. And we will get back at this. What is tomorrow? Thursday? Yes, as long as Drew isn't dragging me on some weird podcast, I should be back tomorrow. I don't know if maybe we'll stream some Planet Coaster tomorrow or Microsoft Flight Simulator with the new United States update, or Star Wars Squadron. May give you all a Planet Zoo break tomorrow, and maybe we will. Oh wait, there's another shot with the big guy up there. Yes, maybe we will stream some Planet or some Star Wars Squadrons or something. Our big guy's being a little picturesque for us. Get one more picture and then I'm gonna jump out of here. That was a good one. But yeah, guys, don't forget to stop back by tomorrow evening. We'll get into something. Don't forget on Sunday we're gonna have Paulsley on for a new Take Two podcast, and definitely be on the lookout for some DLC action. We will get that covered, and we'll do a live stream of that as soon as I get home on the 8th, and we'll look at all the pieces together, and we will definitely, I think we'll have a good time. Yep, Poison Blade, you missed it. We're gone now. No, but I'll catch you guys tomorrow evening sometime. See ya.